book Headway Plus Pre-Intermediate. If we look to the topic, scared to death. So here, scared, okay, scared here is just like come as adjectives. And if we look to the topics, it's just talk about the verb patterns and the verb manage use to and some of the group of verbs that we will talk about it now. And how to use the ed and ing adjectives, okay? So let's look here on the same page on this complete the text using this word. Like this topic or this unit is just focused on some verbs that take ing while the other verbs take like infinitive, like to and base verb. So let's know how to differentiate between these verbs. Like in this unit is just focused on the verb began, and you know guys what's mean verb began. تعرفون ايش معنى began, okay? Began, okay? Began or start, okay? We have use, we have like decide, we have manage, okay? So if we have the verb began, which is the start, began, okay? So of course when I have began I have to add it to plus base verb. يعني الفعل began ياخذ to plus base verb اللي هو فعل مجرد. Also we have like the verb manage يعني اللي هو يدير الشيء يدبر الشيء, okay? So manage to also should all the time have the verb base verb يعني to plus base verb. Also we have the verb here use to اللي نستخدمها كصيغة like in the past, okay? So use to is also has come after to base verb. We have the verb here decide to. So decide it also has come with a to plus base verb. While we have some verbs that is just take ing after it. يعني بعض الأفعال اللي تاخذ يكون فعل plus ing مثل start, enjoy, okay, go. So these verbs just should have ing. And this is the same thing that they talk like in a grammar spot here. You're gonna find on page 79, okay? So these some verbs like for example enjoy is all the time take what? ing, okay? Enjoy swimming, enjoy shopping, okay? Enjoy studying, okay? Well, we have some verbs should have like take like to plus base verb, like we have here like decide to, start of course is take like ing, begun, okay, is take ing, okay? Well, manage here is also take ing, manage here like began take to plus like a verb base verb, while manage is also take like to plus base verb. Yeah, so these what we have to do, we have to memorize because there's no like rules that we have to follow. يعني هاي الأفعال اللي إحنا من ضمنها لازم to memorize نحفظها because there's no like a specific rule. يعني ماكو إحنا عندنا قاعدة محددة, هي تعتمد كأنما تجي كفوكابولاري, okay, verb pattern بصورة عامة. So that is why you should like to memorize them. Like in this book they use like used to, هي صيغة من صيغ الماضي. So this is take like to plus base verb. Also you have here we have stop, okay? Stop smoking, stop talking, stop تاخذ like ing, verb ing. Well, we have here like for example we have decide is also to plus base verb. Enjoy, okay, this is take like a verb ing, okay, while start to plus base verb. And we have begun, okay, begun here is also take like to plus base verb. And we have here manage is also manages like to plus base verb. So you have to memorize it, which like of these verbs take ing and which verbs take like to plus base verb, okay? So this is like a difference. For example here I have decide, stop. So here's decide like number 2 and choose the correct. Since I have to decide, so what I have to do to stop, okay? I manage, so what I manage to find, okay? Well, here let's go. Since we have go, the verb go, لازم الفعل يكون ing, go shopping. And here please let me go. Where please let me go. let الفعل let دائما let تكون like like base verb فيكون please let me go without any to or like ing. Okay, so and what do you like to eat? Okay, okay, so this is like these verbs you have to memorize. Okay, لازم تتذكر البادرن مالتها how to use ing or what you have to do like to use base to plus base verb. Okay, and also on this chapter, on this unit, is just talk about ed or ing adjectives. So what is the difference? This is really important and really is most common mistake that is made by most of the like non-native speaker. اوكي اللي هم متحدثين اللغة الإنجليزية كلغة غير يعني كلغة أجنبية. اوكي دائما يكون الأخطاء هي how to use ing or ed with the adjectives. So what is the difference if I say interesting? What is the difference if I say interested? شنو الاختلاف بصورة عامة؟ شنو الاختلاف إذا قلت boring or bored? Okay, so in this unit we're gonna talk about how to differentiate between these like two different type of ing. Okay, and before start here, just like answering this question, let's share like with you this PowerPoint is like help us to differentiate between the ing and also to differentiate like how to use this ing or for example how to use basically how to use the ed. Okay, so these I'm not talking about the verbs. Okay, I'm talking about adjectives. يعني ما بدي أتحدث عن الفعل ياخذ إيدي أو ing، لا أنا بدي أتحدث عن الصفة بصورة عامة. So for example, what is like if we try to say what the difference between the adjectives and the verb. طبعا الverb هو الأكشن هو الفعل بصورة عامة، لكن adjectives is describe the noun or pronoun. أما الصفة اللي توصف لي توصف لي أما اسم or pronoun ضمير. Okay, for example how I differentiate between if say you are not bored or you are boring. Okay, so let's see how we differentiate. So as I said, this is like I'm talking about the adjectives not the verbs. أنا ما بدي أتحدث عن الفعل ياخذ ing بالcontinuous ولا بدي أتحدث عن الverb اللي ياخذ ed. أنا بدي أتحدث عن adjectives. Okay, so here let's before talking about like the difference, let's see which adjectives that take ing. شنو هي الصفات اللي تاخذ ing. Okay, and what is the difference? We added ing, okay, with adjectives that is just like used to describe the characteristic of the person or thing. يعني بما معناه احنا نخلي ing للصفة من اني دا توصف لي الصفات لهذا الشخص. قد تكون صفات physically or spiritually. قد تكون صفات يعني من ضمنها مثلا اقول interesting okay or boring. okay, interesting or boring هاي دا توصف لي صفات داخلية تكون spiritually. okay على سبيل المثال. اوكي or فاللي توصف لي بصورة عامة الصفة اللي خلينا نقول مميزات هذا الشيء فهذا يعتبر شو يعتبر تاخذ ing. اوكي مثلا من اقول this book is interesting. so this book is interesting ده توصف لي شو يميز هذا الكتاب is interesting مثير للاهتمام. okay, while the ed the adjectives of the ed is just like describe the emotion for the thing. no, describe how to feel okay about the thing. okay, يعني بما معناه يوصف لي الفيلينج الايموشن العواطف اللي نشعر بها اثر تاثير الشيء المعني. okay, so when I say bored فهذا يوصف مشاعري. okay, I feel bored or I'm interested ده يوصف مشاعري بيش بلا. so اللي يوصف الصفات الصفة بحد ذاتها فياخذ ing. اللي يوصف المشاعر الايموشن اوكي فهذا ياخذ ed. so here let's see the differences. Okay, so if I say my teacher is bored, هنا أنا إيش دا يوصف؟ دا يوصف the like the characteristic المميزات؟ لا. My teacher is bored. So my teacher that means feels bored. فده يوصف المشاعر مالت التيتشر شنو؟ is bored. Okay؟ فهنا أنا دا يوصف المشاعر، فهنا أنا شو يعتبر شنو ناخذ نعطيها ED. How to feel about it. But if I say for example my teacher is boring، اوكي، يعني معناها شنو مميزات هذا الشخص او التيتشر؟ my teacher is boring person، يعني تأثيرها راح يقع على اليمن. اوكي about me. اوكي or about the person who is just talking. مثلا على سبيل المثال when I say I'm confused، فهنا الايدي ما دا توصف لي مميزات، دا توصف لي مشاعر. so that mean I don't understand something. Okay, I'm confused, I don't understand anything or something. Okay, while if I say I'm confusing يعني معناها من هو؟ I will cause you to be confused. يعني أنا من ضمن المميزات مالتي I'm confusing، يعني أنا أخليك cause you to be confused. يعني المؤثر شنو؟ نعطيه الصفة المؤثرة نعطيها ing pardon me. لكن الصفة اللي يقع عليها التأثير نعطيها ing. Okay, so this is basically the difference when I say for example how to say like for example how to say ed or ing. The same thing here. If I say an interesting life، هنا أنا interesting life، هنا أنا بدي يوصف لي يعني على سبيل المثال مميزات بدي يوصف لي الشعور، لأن هي لا هنا بدي يوصف لي مميزات. so interesting life أكيد يعني most of the thing like ing is just used with most of the time like to describe okay the characteristic. A boring teacher، مميزات هذا التيتشر شكون؟ boring an excited film. the same thing. فهنا describe the situation person things، يعني describe give like characteristic لتعطي مميزات هذا الشيء. when describe how people feel especially this is when I talk about people. اوكي يعني هالصفة احنا عادة نحصرها للشعور because who can feel absolutely the human the people. اوكي فعادة هو منو يشعر؟ هو البشر الهيومن. فلهذا السبب if I say I'm very interested in modern art، فهنا is describe emotion. we were bored describe emotion as well, and she excited about going on a holiday tomorrow is also describe what like the feeling. okay فنخليها ببالنا الايدي when we are talking about adjectives is just like describe how people feel, while INGs describe the characteristic of the person or people. Okay, and feel more than welcome to answer the question on page 81. Okay, just help you like to remember what we are just explaining. And one thing guys here, if we talk about the verb used to, okay, if we see here at the beginning of the units is just talk about the verb used to or managed to. Managed to basically is like how to use it with like okay to plus base verb, but in English we use used to. Used to here, used to use it when we talk about okay when we talk basically when we talk about things that is just like okay something happened in the past. Okay, it's like talk about habit that we did in the past. Okay. So in the unit when they are talk about used to here is not only a verb like at the beginning of verb used to. Okay, here used to, here's not only verb that we use used to like have a base verb. no, we used to this is a form that we use it in the past، يعني هاي الصيغة احنا نستخدمها بالماضي and describe specific purposes ونستخدمها على شكل الأشياء محددة. فخلي نشوف how we can use it. we use like for example we use like used to. okay اللي هي دائما يكون بعدها infinitive. okay used to مو use as a verb here لكن used to كصيغة بصورة عامة. to refer to the past habits or states. يعني ده يوصف لي عادة أو عادة بصورة عامة كنا نسويها في الماضي. And use can be replaced in the past with no differences in meaning. يعني إذا معناها أنا أقدر أخليها مو كان الماضي وما تغير، يعني مو كان بس مجرد أن أستخدم على سبيل المثال simple past and that's it، ما راح يكون تغيير أي معنى إذا كانت indefinite time like indefinite time في وقت محدد. Like they used to travel a lot when they were younger. أقدر أن أستخدم used to لأن ده يعبر عن habit، عن طبع أو عادة معينة كنا نسويها بالماضي. But if I say I traveled a lot نفس المعنى تماما، بس أهم شيء يكون ماكو specific time، ما تكون فترة زمنية محددة. And we use like the simple past and not used to as I said. Okay, if أنا ما عندي a definite time، إذا ما عندي فترة زمنية سوري إذا عندي definite time، إذا عندي فترة زمنية محددة. If I say I drove to work yesterday، ما دام عندي yesterday ما أقدر أني أستخدم used to. But if I don't have definite time لكن أنا ما عندي فترة زمنية محددة يصير أستخدم used to. Okay, for example I used to drove to work. هنا أنا أقدر أستخدم used to لأن ما استخدمت yesterday. لكن إذا عندي فترة زمنية محددة اللي هي أستخدم لها على سبيل المثال like for example maybe it is like without a definite time, without yesterday or ago or last month، فهنا أقدر أستخدم used to. لكن إذا عندي موجود الوقت تعبير الوقت so I cannot use it. For example I went to cinema 4 times last week. هنا ما أقدر أستخدمها because it's already give us like 4 times، حددت لي إيش قد عدد المرات إضافة إلى عندي definite time last month. Okay, and also we use like both, like we use I can use to, I can use like would instead of it. Like for example we used to eat out on Saturdays. Okay, or we would we would eat out on Saturday. فهنا نفس المعنى لكن بمجرد أني أستخدمها like to give us the meaning of habit, okay, or state that happened in the past. Okay, this is the difference how to use used to. فالused to هي مو مجرد فعل اللي ما معناه استخدم. no, used to هو اللي phrase كتعبير أقدر أعبر بيه عن شنو، عن something that a habit that happened in the past. Okay, sounds good. So you have to remember why I use like this or I use it. Okay, here guys, if you see on the same page on the same unit, and this is specifically you're gonna find on page 85. Okay, here in number 2, and this is the difference of exclamation that we use so or such. What is the different؟ هو شنو الاختلاف؟ ليش استخدم مرة so واستخدم such؟ okay، فهنا like I use for example I use so it's just like to give us the meaning, okay, of very basically. Okay, so for example if I say I'm so worried, that means it is very. Okay, that means very. Okay, you are so busy. فهنا so تعبر على very، لكن such okay such is just like to show as a kind of as a kind of similar. Okay, for example if I say Mike's such an idiot، فالsuch هنا تعطينا بما معنى is close to the meaning. Like for example مثل this is the example. Okay, for example we are so worried هنا جتي very، لكن if I say Mike's such an idiot يعني كاب. This is exactly in Arabic we use it. Okay, the same thing here, it was such a good idea، يعني ما معناها أني دا أقربها، دا أعطي similarity، دا أعطي نوع من التشبيه، فاستخدم such. Okay, he has such crazy friends. فهنا أنا ما دا يعبر لي very. no, it's just like دا يقرب لي الصورة. Okay, if I say we had such awful weather on holiday. Okay. يعني احنا عندنا كجو جدا مزعج. اوكي. للعطل are there are so many places. So هنا جتي معنى very, while I got so much work. فهنا هذه الاختلاف مثل ما قلنا so بما معناه very. Okay. Well, such, it is just like we use it uh show like how it is like affect us, so it's a kind of like similarity, to give us similarity to the idea that we want to like to talk about. Okay, so this is the difference. And I say I okay, you can say, for example, you can answer number 3, how to differentiate between such or so many. So for example, if I say, okay, their house is, okay, so either to say so or such. So if I say a miss, just try to similarity, so such a miss. Okay. Or there was so people, okay, at the party, يعني معناها many. Okay, this is exactly. Or I'm so hungry. Okay. Or if I say here, try to give a similarity, so I use such. This is what you have to answer it as a homework. Okay, and this is how we differentiate between so or such. Thank you so much.